Can we talk about tipping culture and the weirdest place that you've ever been asked to tip really quick? I went shopping for my wedding dress like a week and a half ago, and I ended up finding my dress at the first store that I went to. And I'm not joking, when I went to go pay, they flipped their little iPad around and it asked for a tip. When I tell you, like, I full on froze, I stood there and I think they saw like the blood leave my body. I did not expect to have to like tip buying a wedding dress. And mind you, the store was empty. Like, it was me, my best friend, and then the 3 people that worked there, I think.
I will say that makes sense why it's awkward. When people ask for a tip when they have no business and they're staring at you, it's like full on engaging with a conversation with someone only finding halfway through that they're homeless when they ask you for money. Then you're stuck there like, I didn't think I was going to have to hand anybody any cash. But now I feel like I've talked to you too long to just walk away awkward. Now, me personally, I can do it because I love walking away. Craig David.
The most bizarre place that I was asked for a tip was at the airport. I went to these, it's not even a store. It's a hallway when there's goods on either side of the hallway. Okay? And it's, you pick whatever you serve. Like you serve yourself, you know what I mean? You pick whatever you want. So I took a sandwich and a bottle of water. Mm-hmm. I go to the cashier. Mm-hmm. I beep my shit.
You beat your shit?
I beep my shit. I didn't beat my shit. I go to the cashier. And I look at her dead in the eye.
I heard I beat my shit. That's crazy.
I go, boop, boop. You know what that means? It's self-serve.
Yeah.
It's self-serve.
Yeah.
And it goes, your total is this. And then it goes, tip? Tip who? Tip me? I did the work.
Yeah.
I went to get my goddamn food. I beeped it myself.
All right.
Tipping for clothes is crazy.
Okay. Well, in line with what you brought up before.
Oh, check this out. You grab your food, you scan it yourself, you check out yourself, and it asks if you want to leave a tip. Who am I tipping? Myself?
Yeah!
Oh, check this out.
Yo, my guy. What's going on?
One was the owner and then just 2 stylists or something. So it was just empty. It was just them 3 at the front and then me just paying. And I think my best friend was to the side, like looking at more dresses. So like I just kind of stood there, and luckily I speak a different language, and my best friend bought a wedding dress at a different store like sometime last year. So in a different language, I looked at her and I said, hey, did you tip when you bought your wedding dress? And she was like, no. And then I was like, did they ask you to tip? And she said no. So then I was like, oh my God, like I really don't think you're supposed to be tipping when you buy like a wedding dress. So I'm just kind of like standing there trying to do math in my head because the dress is already expensive, right? And then like a 10% on like a $1,500, $2,000 dress is like another $200. And if the dress is even more, you're paying a couple $100s, which I guess if you can afford like a $10,000 dress, maybe a tip isn't that big of a problem. But most people really can't, right? Like my mom's the one who paid for my dress.
It's not a question of food or not.
I'm going to say this.
Go ahead.
This is like low-key bullying. Like, she's alone in there. She's not even expecting you to spring the whole tip thing on her. Listen, I got no problem. I'll look at you with a smile and hit that no tip button. I order takeout and they be asking, no, I'm not. If I sit in your restaurant, I'll tip. That's the only time. And if I'm in Europe, I'll never tip, and I'll do so with a smile. But I refuse to be asked to be tipped for fucking clothes. Are you crazy? No. And a lot of people are so non-confrontational that you spring it on them like this and you stare at them while they do it. That shit's fucking foul. I'm sorry. I think that's bad. Too many people are non-confrontational. They can't handle saying no like this.
Tipping for clothes is crazy.
Disha. While fresh and fit, just pearly things, and every other loser in the red pill space are taking L's, we want you guys to get some W's with today's sponsor, Surfshark.
VPN changer in your life. I know that because you like to be outside just like me. You book hotels and this and that. First, it's a known fact that if you change your location for your flight tickets, you get better deals. Yeah. So by booking your flight tickets from a different location, you're going to be able to have a better deal on your flight tickets.
What's more, some content is gated based off your location. Why shouldn't you be able to watch the TV shows and the movies you want to watch? When you got a subscription, you should be able to see it all. Just changing your location with a VPN allows you to do so.
And the wonderful thing is that Surfshark right now is sponsoring us and is helping us for this video. And you just click on the link below, okay? And you add the coupon ABBA and Preach, and you're gonna get 3 months free. The wonderful thing about Surfshark is that it's unlimited devices. So no matter how many devices you connect on it, there's no limit. You can connect one and another one and your mom and your sister and your father and all of them devices on the same VPN. And it's not gonna charge you one penny more. So if you click on the link below and enter coupon ABBA and Preach, you're gonna get 3 months free. 30-day money back warranty. Get it.
Anyway, I just stood there, and so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna tip a couple $100s because that's a lot. And again, why am I tipping at a bridal store? So then I'm doing math, and I'm like, maybe I'll just like press custom and just do like a $50 tip, which I think ends up being like 1.5%, which is like almost embarrassing. But I'm like, also, if you guys think your stylist deserves a tip, why don't you just give her commission instead of asking me to tip? Or maybe I'm wrong. Like, have any other brides ever tipped?
The owner of a highly acclaimed Los Angeles restaurant said his staff is receiving hate mail and threats of protest after a local podcaster called out the 40-seat bistro this week on social media for adding a 4% surcharge. The fee listed on the check covers the cost of healthcare for employees at Alimento, an Italian restaurant in the historic Silver Lake neighborhood of Los Angeles. Dave Anthony, a comedian with the podcast Dunlop, took issue with the surcharge and $3 water donation fee posted on this ire on Twitter on July 3rd. A lot of bullshit going on here, including charging for tap water illegally. They were charging for tap water.
Yeah, I understand in Europe they do it. But Jesus.
At the bottom of the bill, the restaurant stated that a service charge is added to each check so we may offer our staff health insurance. Please notify your server if you would like this removed.
They make you feel bad. It's for the health insurance and shit. That is bullying.
So they insert the fee in there. You have to you don't. So if you're not paying attention, you won't even see the 4% because it's on the receipt. But you have to look for it. Yeah. Then you have to ask for it to be removed.
So you have to walk up. Yeah, your health insurance shit. I don't want that.
Hey, listen, employer, bitch, that's your job.
That's your job.
That's your job.
That's your job.
I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers just passing that shit on to the customer like it's nothing. Half of you guys are already overpricing your foods to the moon anyways. Just put it in the food prices, but don't put it on me and ask me to remove it optionally. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yo, the owner said, yo, why y'all coming for us? A lot of other LA restaurants do the exact same thing. Yeah, they're crazy. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm here to say, tipping culture is fucking stupid. It should not exist. And every time I travel, I'm reminded of why it should not exist.
It is.
I refuse to believe that we offer better service here in North America because we tip. It's not been my experience. When I travel to Europe, when I travel to other countries where there is no tipping, the service is impeccable. And I have never asked for a tip. Ever. So what is it that we're paying for here? The truth is, we're just subsidizing these employers who are too fucking terrible at their job to pay their employees or too malicious to want to do it and pawn it off to the customers. That's it. That's what it really is. I like to tip in Europe because it's completely optional and I do so when I feel like it. So it actually makes it feel, but when it's compelled, it almost feels like it's like mandatory Christmas every day. Christmas should be special because you're looking forward to giving gifts to your loved ones that you want to. But this shit is just, it ain't even optional. It's like Secret Santa at your job. No, it has gone too far. And they're adding more and more as employers are trying to find ways to cut corners. It's not even that we can't even afford it. It just becomes insulting at the end of the time. Just because I can pay for something doesn't mean I want to.
It's just stupid. It's plain stupid.
Yo.
If I don't know.
That's crazy.
No. There's a lot of instances that is just crazy. Food and beverage, I understand there's tips, but even then, that's, like you said,
unnecessary.
Why?
Yeah.
Right? But if that's on the basis that you operate by, I'll go by it. The surcharge of water, bun that. Paying for a tip when I'm not eating at your place, bun that. Paying a tip when I serve myself, double burn that. Bun it again.
It is disgusting how they're adding this tip shit everywhere.
No, yeah, it is.
And you know what? To all my viewers, I'm very comfortable saying this. Stop doing it.
And it's been a surge. It's been a surge since the pandemic. I feel like since the pandemic, it's like tip. There was this thing with the pandemic. It was like, yo, tip more just for your local restaurants to stay open and stuff like that. And the pandemic, the cough season left, and they didn't shut the fuck up since.
You know what I heard? I heard that when you tip at the machine, it doesn't even go a lot of times to the waiters.
It
does in the grocery store?
Not necessarily.
When you tip through the grocery store, it doesn't even go to the employees.
Not necessarily.
Because
there's some restaurants that it don't go to the employees. There's some restaurant. Did you hear what I said?
Disgusting.
There's some restaurants that it don't even go to the employees, or the owner gets a cut of the tips. I've seen that.
Yep. I saw one guy, he donated like $2,000 one time to a server because she was doing such a good job.
Yep.
And she got fired because she wouldn't give a portion of that tip to her manager, to the super. I was like, what? That's crazy.
You're the manager. You don't get a tip. Once you reach the level of whatever, I don't have to.
I know. This whole culture is stupid. It's dumb. And the fact that it's pawned off to the customer is unnecessary. Prove to me that there's better service anywhere here in North America versus other places. You won't find it. Tipping is fucking stupid. We do it because it's tradition, and I do it. And I don't bitch and moan when I'm doing it. But when I look at some of this stuff and the way it's expanding, it's really fucking dumb. Mm-hmm. Call it what it is.
Agreed.
So, that's all I want to say for this video. I will not be tipping. I will hit the no button. I don't care. I don't care if it's takeout, I ain't tipping. Clothes, I ain't tipping. If it's any kind of I ain't tipping.
Clothes is a new one. Clothes is a new one.
You think it's new?
I think it's new, but shit.
Yes.
Clothes? It's a new one to me. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And it's hard for you to see anything that's new on the internet. That's crazy, bro.
So what?
It's hard for you to see anything that's new on the internet.
100%.
I feel like every time I show you something, like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, I've seen this before.
Yeah. Tipping on clothes is new, and it's crazy.
There you go. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Y'all agree, disagree, one on here?